Continuing with the review, last I told you the main AI, the Emperor intelligence, artificial intelligence that ruled over the Vratkaya Empire, was divided unto itself. One of those parts gets a hold of the ship because the AI was had all the axes, controlled everything, and the Justice of Turin kind of rebels due to conflicting instructions. So one part of the ruling AI tells the ship do this, and the other tells it to do the opposite. So the ship is kind of confused because it has to obey the orders from its master, but it's the master that's giving conflicting orders. In that case, what it did is just ended up shooting one of the clones of the AI, and all hell breaks loose, and eventually the ship gets destroyed. What happens afterwards is one of the bodies, ancillary bodies, that's what they were called, that's hence the title, escapes, finds a previous captain ship that had been frozen for 1,000 years and had served under in the ship. Now this clone of the ship starts a quest to get a gun that was built by the alien race that's trying to destroy the empire and kill as many clones of the AI it can in vengeance of it was retaliation because the emperor killed somebody that the ship really loved. So they become allies with the ship captain that's disgraced, and it's a drug junkie in a small planet somewhere out there in the Empire, and the ship manages to actually get the gun. Travels a lot to a space station, which is kind of like a temple to the god or goddess or whatever it is that rules over the empire, kind of like Jesus and the Roman Empire or something like that. And the ship just goes wild and starts killing as many clones as it can. But the emperor sees something, that the ship was destroyed, and learns that it's actually divided. It kind of appreciates what's going on. At the beginning, the AI cannot fathom, thinking, okay, we're divided. Now they kind of senses there's problems here. They're trying to kill me, and it's something I, gave instructions to do. So what the hell? And that's where the book gets interesting. Then all fighting breaks loose. The Emperor breaks in two, basically, and the ship gets stuck with the peaceful side of the AI that doesn't want to conquer anymore, doesn't want to exterminate cultures, but instead wants to, first of all, solidify its position. Kind of like treating people better, giving them more rights, developing planets instead of just waiting for somebody else to develop it and then murder everybody and take the planet, that kind of stuff. On the other side, which the ship has to oppose by orders of the same AI, wants to keep conquering, wants to keep destroying, and eventually go to war with the alien species that it's causing mayhem. The book is very interesting, has a lot of different ideas, and it's basically a really harsh critique of refinement and civilization. They mention a lot, like gloveless hands. To be Ratkai, to be civilized, you had to have gloves, you had to be a tea drinker and talk very properly, because there were three things in the empire that nobody could ever break. It was propriety, justice, and purpose, something like that. And so they're kind of, saying that, there's the queen over there in England, she's insane, something like that. It's a good idea. I like it, and it gives us a fresh perspective with technology, something that could happen, that kind of happens. I've traveled a lot from Guatemala, regionally at least, and I had no problem mingling with people that were living in large cities, because I know exactly what they're thinking, most of them, due to the fact of but widespread media, like the internet, and television, cable, all that has helped me and them become single-minded.